now with just 3 left, and they are some of the best skiers in the world, some of the biggest names. Of course, the big superstar Mikaela Shiffrin to go last, but she will be following Wendy Holdner, who's next from Switzerland, and then Petra Vlhova, who's been Shiffrin's biggest nemesis through the years. In fact, it was Vlhova who had the lead over Shiffrin last week in Levi, Finland, before she fell in the first few gates and enabled Shiffrin to pick up that slalom victory number 41. So here's Wendy Holdner, 23 podiums without a victory in the slalom. It is a record for a single discipline with that many podiums without a win. Oh, and right away it's over. Man, did not see that coming from one of the best and most experienced skiers on the World Cup.
Oof. If Vlhova skied out, at least she lasted 10 turns.
Maybe.
This was 2. And is this provoked by Mikaela Shiffrin? I mean, realistically, does she think she's going to make up 1 3/4 seconds on Mikaela? I mean, that's kind of bad luck. It seemed like she caught a little bit of funky snow with her inside ski, which was slightly light. Because the first 2 turns, you're kind of scrambling to get your feet. Let's see. It kind of pivots to the inside.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen to Shiffrin ever.
Yeah,
but
years ago, was really an aggressive skier. Kind of had to bring all that back, tone that down, and in the last few years has really become one of the most consistent skiers. Rarely skiing out, but that was a rare one there for Holdner. So down to the final 2, and here is Vlhova, and you wonder if it's on her mind what happened last week. Skiing out early when she had the lead on Shiffrin. The last 21 World Cup races have been won by either Vlhova or Shiffrin, and here is the Slovakian.
Because the times are so spread out, Dan, the risk reward it's lopsided. If she goes all out, she's still not going to catch Shiffrin on an average run. But if she goes all out and skis out, she's going to give up a likely 80 points. And so if it's me, honestly, I ski for 2nd place.
And you see her in the green there by more than a second, but keep in mind that Vlhova was more than a second behind Shiffrin after the first run.
You see, I just kind of, and this, to me, she is skiing within herself, but there were a couple moments there where just kind of hanging heavy on the edge just to make that ski hold.
So better than a half second ahead of Sven Larsson. Vlhova, if she's able to manage the final few gates, should take over the lead. Guarantee herself yet another podium in this discipline. She has spent what seems like a lifetime in the shadows and in 2nd place behind Shiffrin, and we'll see how it ends today for Vlhova.
On a day like today, I don't know how much more she had in her, but to me, that was a run where she was doing some calculating. 80 points I can easily give up by making an unforced error. But if I just hang in there, don't crowd the gate too tight like she often does, and there's when a gate slaps down her, I'll get my 80 points. She's going to get at least 80 points.
And it's likely to be another Shiffrin-Vlhova 1-2 finish. But Mikaela Shiffrin, wherever she goes, World Cup race to World Cup race to Olympics to World Championships, always in the spotlight and right in it again as she goes for her 4th straight slalom title at Killington.
For so many skiers, having such a huge advantage after the first run can almost put you in an uncomfortable position of what gear I should go in. Mikaela Shiffrin has done this so many times, I think she has spared those kind of nerves.
Lost just a little bit of time. You saw the lead that she had on Vlhova to start, which was more than a second. It's about a second right now.
Doesn't need to school them in any one section.
And build on that lead, but then takes a little bobble there. Just hung on.
And with those cat-like reactions and that perfect balance, gets right back at it. It's not perfect skiing, but it is winning skiing.
Oh, it is. It's almost a 2-second lead for Shiffrin, and right now she can hear the roar of nearly 20,000 down the hill, welcoming home the Queen of Killington. Again, just a few gates to get by here to make it 4 in a row for Mikaela Shiffrin. A decisive victory for Mikaela Shiffrin. Second World Cup slalom victory. 4 now at this hill, which seems like home for Shiffrin. 62 total World Cup victories, which ties her for 4th all-time with the great Anne-Marie Moser-Prol as she rewrites more history in yet another World Cup slalom race.
I don't think the women will face a more challenging slalom this year. You could even see it on the face of Mikaela Shiffrin. This is, if she was the only skier coming down the hill today that you saw, you might think, oh, you know, it's imperfect. But Mikaela Shiffrin really just did what she needed to do. There was nothing on the limit, and still no one, Dan, even close to her level.
2.29 second victory over Vlhova. So those are the two dominant figures in women's slalom, but Shiffrin as dominant as ever. 4 in a row at Killington. Back with more in just a moment. Second straight slalom win of the young World Cup season for Mikaela Shiffrin. There are the numbers that once again show how dominant she has been. Better than 2 seconds over Petra Vlhova, who seems like she lives in the number 2 position behind Mikaela Shiffrin once again here at Killington. And Anna Sven Larsson of Sweden in 3rd. As we send you down to Cara Banks with the winner for the 4th straight year here in the women's slalom.
Mikaela, your 4th straight slalom title here at Killington. That is the first time you've done that on home snow. What is the significance of today's victory?
Oh man, I mean, it was just a really big fight. I knew that Petra made some really big mistakes in the first run, and Wendy's coach set the second run course. So I was thinking, all right, I have a big lead, but I have to really fight now. And that was a big fight, yeah. I mean, I was on the limit like every single turn.
We've seen your mum, Eileen, in the crowd. This marks the 2nd straight victory that she has been in the role of mum rather than coach on the hill. Can you explain her changing role in your team?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that she's still playing the role of coach. She's just doing it a little bit more from afar now. Like, we've been texting every single race, and she's watching and giving me pointers and little things. So we still discuss it a lot, which I love, because she's like sort of my most trusted advisor for the longest time. But she's also been my best friend. So having her not be traveling as much this year is a little bit like splitting my heart in half. But it's been really special to have her here and have her like full support as a mother, and to be able to feel like she can just come and watch, and she's still nervous, she still wants me to do well, but she just like showing that love, and it's been really, really special.
Number 62, is this one for Nana?
Yeah, I mean, in a way they're all for Nana, you know. She used to say that, like watching, she's just the biggest ski racing fan, and she used to say watching my races kept her alive. And she's just the nicest person, so she would say that, like, even if it wasn't true, you know, but that was something really meaningful for me. So I was always racing, like, if I get nervous, a lot of times I think of my Nana, and like, she's just excited to watch the show, you know, so I shouldn't be nervous. I should just be excited, and that's the mentality I keep taking. So, yeah, I mean, they're all for Nana, for sure.
She'd be proud, as is everyone. Well done.
Thank you.
3 generations of Shiffrins for sure enjoying Mikaela's latest victory at Killington. Back with more from the Home Light Killington Cup in a moment.